Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Martin coming to you. I'm sorry we aren't able to do our live library lesson. I have two sick little ones at my house that I'm trying to take care of, but we are going to still do our lesson together. It'll just be a little shorter. And this lesson on this Friday is We the Digital Citizens. And at the end, we're going to take a pledge on being good digital citizens this school year, since we've been learning about that. So our big question is, how can we be good digital citizens? Now, a pledge, you might be wondering, is a promise that one makes. It's kind of like when you give a pinky promise or you tell your parents you're going to do something and then you follow through on it. It's sticking to it. And digital citizen has been a word we've been talking a lot about, is someone who uses technology safely and responsibly. Just like all of you are using your iPads and you're using Zoom and Canvas and all sorts of different tools responsibly for educational reasons. That is being a good digital citizen, and we're going to talk more about that. So here's a short video I want you to watch called We the Digital Citizens to give us some ideas of our own pledge.
We, the digital citizens, with our hands up in the air, pledge to travel safely when we click from here to there. If you want to see the world, you don't always need a plane, a giant yellow school bus, or a noisy train. You just need the internet and something with a screen to see a different country or a pretty ocean scene. If you've ever seen a sloth or a pickup anti-Sue, just go online and check them out. Remember what to do. Always ask a grown-up before you go online. It's good to set a limit and keep track of your time. That's right. Keep your info private, like your name and your address. And always find a grown-up if you're scared or you're stressed. If you want to see the world, you don't always need a plane, a giant yellow school bus, or a noisy train. You just need the internet and something with a screen to play an awesome puzzle game or watch a soccer team. So go online and check them out. Remember what to do, to do, to do, to do. Always pause and think when visiting a site. Only talk to friends you know and never start a fight. Okay. It's fun to have a screen to laugh and play with friends, but if it's nice, go outside and find the rainbow's end. If you want to see the world, you don't always need a plane, a giant yellow school bus, or a noisy train. You just need the internet and something with a screen to be a part of something great, whatever you can dream. Remember that you took this pledge to be your best online. So stick with the Dig Citizens. And together, you will shine.
Okay, so those were some examples of the pledge. We noticed that they talked in the video about a few different things. And they had our same characters that we've seen in other digital citizenship lessons that we've been doing. You might have recognized Arms, who is our friend who reminds us to find balance with our time. Guts, who reminds us to listen to our gut or that feeling when something isn't right online. Feet, who reminds us that we leave behind a footprint, a digital footprint, whenever we post or search things online. Legs, who reminds us that we need to stand up for what's right, especially to cyberbullies and trolls. And Heart, who reminds us to always be kind and respectful to others online. And Head, who reminds us to pause and think before we post and to always ask permission before we use a device or go online. So why is it important to ask for permission? Well, like a lot of you know, we need to make sure that what we're doing is safe and that mom or dad know what we're doing, because if we come across things that aren't what we expect, then mom or dad can help us when we get lost and find our way back to what we need to be doing. Why is it a good idea to set a time limit when using technology? This is so important, friends, because we want to make sure that we are getting that balance of our time and that we're not spending too much time doing one particular thing, whether it's a game or whether it's watching videos. We want to make sure that we're getting outside and we're doing other things to use our brains and stay healthy. Why shouldn't you share your username and password with other people? Well, we don't want you to get hacked or lose any of that private information that you want to keep to yourself. And we always want to talk to those we know. That's just a safety feature. So we are going to do a pledge. Now, I have one that Mr. Alexander's class helped us come up with based on the video. And it goes like this. I just want you to listen the first time and then I'll have you follow along. I pledge to stick to just right sites and apps for kids. I pledge to be respectful of others when you're online. They said always stick together. That means not straying off and doing other things when we're supposed to be doing one thing. Setting time limits like it showed us in the video to stay healthy and happy. Remember, on your iPad there's a clock app where you can set different timers to help you keep track of how you're spending your time and to remind you when you have different things like specials that you need to get to. So I want you to repeat after me. Put your hand on your heart and your other hand up and repeat after me, friends. I pledge to stick to just right sites and apps for kids. Being respectful of others when you're online. Always stick together and set time limits to stay healthy and happy. Thank you, friends, and have a great weekend. I can't wait to see you next week when we're live again. Bye-bye.